Once again, it's on. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Ricky T. Anthony coming at you with another Ricky's Rants on boxing. I watched the Crawford Postal fight. And let's start there. Crawford was a 135-pound fighter, a lightweight fighter, came up to super light or junior welter at 140 pounds. Acquitted himself well, then went into the ring with another beast at 140, Victor Postol. Very technical fighter. And guess what? Postol got his hat handed to him. He threw some good shots, he did good things in different rounds, but at the end, Crawford's superior hand speed, timing, and movement won the fight. He actually put him down with some punches. And Crawford does have some pop in his punches. So, to the 140-pound class, nobody out there want nothing with Crawford. Which says to me that Crawford is ready for the 147-pound class. So let's look at that class for a second. So why the hell does Amir Khan, a true 147-pound fighter, take a fight with Canelo Alvarez, chasing the money, and Kell Brook, a great 147-pound fighter from England that hasn't had many fights in the U.S. to expose himself to the public, at least. He's taking a fight with Triple G. Really? Triple G's going to do to him the same thing that Canelo did to Khan. That said, you have Khan, Kell Brook. Now Crawford could jump in the mix. You have Garcia, who has not fought a fight at 147 after claiming he's going to come up. You have Porter, one-time Thurman, Timothy Bradley. You have seven game fighters. 7 game fighters that could fight each other right now. You can throw one more in for somebody trying to hang on. Maybe Berto, maybe Ortiz, maybe Devin Alexander, and make it, you have 8 great fighters, and then you could have a fight with these guys, and of the 8, the final 4 could be pay-per-view fights, and it could make this exciting. If you have one dominant fighter for so long, after a while it gets dry. It gets old. Floyd's going, Pacquiao's going. Who's left? So let these guys fight it out and give us exciting fights. And within that, you can have great trilogy fights. Like Ali Frazier. Like Mickey Ward, Arturo Gatti. Wasn't championship fights, but they were great fights. They were crowd pleasing. They were exciting. You know, you could have fights like Duran Sugar Ray. Great fights. You know, Holyfield Riddick Bowe. A great trilogy. You can get these guys together and make those fights. Now that I said that, let's move on. Why hasn't Triple G, coming into this weight class, tried to fight Daniel Jacobs, Peter Kid Chocolate Quillin, or Lemieux? Lemieux acquitted himself well against Triple G. He He crushed everybody else, but he lost Triple G. If Canelo should fight him, then people will say, okay, you know what? This might be an interesting fight. If Canelo should fight him and beat him, that is, they can say, okay, this will be an interesting fight with him and Triple G. Because as far as I see it, Triple G is going to walk through Canelo. He's going to do just like Lemieux. Make it entertaining, but win the rounds for 6, 7, 8 rounds. Then he's going to look at his watch and say, you know what? I'm ready to go home. And knock Canelo the F out. And also, while Triple G is waiting on the Canelo fight, the best person to fight is Daniel Jacobs right now. Because he has a belt. You say you want to unify the belts? He has a belt. But there's something going on with the camps. Because Quillen camp, Jacobs camp, I would be at every one of those fights and beating my chest, beating the drums, and throwing my hands in the air saying, we need to fight. We need to fight. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. We need to fight. At all Triple G fights, doing interviews on the sidelines, at all of the Canelo fights, doing interviews. We need to fight. Even Lemieux, get in there. We need to fight. We need to fight. Even Lemieux say, look, I'm a better fighter now. I'll learn, and I want to fight Triple G. Oh, something. Okay. While we're waiting, why doesn't Jacobs fight Lemieux? Why doesn't that happen? That's the problem with boxing. People are ducking and covering, maneuvering around, making pawn moves in chess. Those are the most... Okay, so the Triple G fight is already locked up. Make an undercard with Daniel Jacobs and Lemieux. Not saying that the winner of that fight is going to fight Triple G, but just make an exciting fight. Doesn't have to be... Just put it out there. Oh my goodness, people. What are we doing to boxing? And I hope that this reaches the right people. My man on Facebook, CQ Power. Yes, a great defensive fighter. You didn't quite make it up there, but you did your thing. And you beat some good fighters along the way. USS Cunningham. You the man. You the man. I hope to see you in a couple more fights. Eddie Chambers, you retired. You had great defensive skills, but I wish you had a little more pop. You know, Dominic Gwynn, that's my man too. That's my man too. You had great defensive skills, and I saw you in that fight with James Toney. If you had thrown 3, 4, 5 more punches around, you would have won that fight. Joshua Clottey, you my man too. You my man too. You need to be in that mix at 147 because you a beast, but they're avoiding you. Who else we got? Oh, my man Vivian Harris, who's retired. Viv, you know what I'm saying is right. I'm going to put this out there. I hope you respond to it. All right? I got a few others out there. I can't call everybody, but you know who you are. You know who I am. Ricky T. Anthony, my boxing rant. Make boxing real again. You can do that stuff. And that's how it's going to go to mainstream TV if you want on mainstream TV. And that's what's going to make money on pay-per-view if you want to make money on pay-per-view. Let these guys at 147 fight. You have 7, 8, 9 guys in there that can fight. 8 guys, boom. The winners move on. And once you have the winners of the 4, you can make a big pay-per-view thing out of it. And then have another pay-per-view for the championship for the final 2. Hey, Super 6 did it. Really? Super 6 did it with the 168-pound class. Gained a lot of money, a lot of exposure from that. So do the right thing, people. Ricky T. Anthony and my rant on boxing, and I'm knocking you out with your funky uppercut ass. And I'm out.